Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allahumma rabbi zidni ilma. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Ameen. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. In this lecture, I will discuss the important questions of arithmetic progression AP. For this lecture, I am using the work of one of my best student, Miss Laiba Gulzar, of class 2021, the Lyceum. An important advice: avoid careless mistakes. Question number 1. A circle is divided into 6 sectors in such a way that the angles of the sectors are in AP. Let's suppose this is the circle and this circle is divided into 6 sectors. This is sector number 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5 and this is 6. And angles are in AP means this is theta 1 and this is equal to T1. Theta 2 which is equal to T2. Theta 6 means T6. And this is the largest sector, whereas this is the smallest sector. This is the last sector and this is the first sector. So this is largest sector and this is the smallest sector. The angle of the largest sector means T6 is 4 times the angle of the smallest sector. That means 4 times T1. So this information means this equation. T6 is 4 times T1. Since there are 6 sectors, therefore S6 must be 2 pi in radians and 360 degrees in degrees. Given that the radius of the circle is 5 centimeter, find the perimeter of the smallest sector. We need perimeter of this sector. And the formula of perimeter is very simple. It should be 2r plus s. Now, we know S6 is 2 pi and T6 is 4T1. With the help of this information, we can make this relation. D in terms of A, 5D is 3A. T6 is 4T1. T6 is A plus 5T because this number is 1 less than this number and T1 is A. So 5D is equal to 3A. Now, with the help of this information, S6 is equal to 2 pi, we have this equation. 6 upon 2, 2A, 5D, 2 pi. We can substitute the value of 5D here, which is 3A. So A is 2 pi upon 15. We have got T1. So T1 is this. Now perimeter is 2R plus S. Since radius is 5, so 2 times 5 and S is R theta, which is RA. So R is 5 and A is this. This is the answer in 3 significant figure and this is the exact answer. You can check the solution of this question. Next question. An arithmetic progression is such that the 8th term is 3 times the 3rd term, means T8 is 3 times T3. Show that the sum of the first 8 terms, which is S8, is 4 times the sum of the first 4 terms. We have to show this thing. So with the help of this information, we can get the relation of D in terms of A. T8 is A plus 7D, whereas T3 is A plus 2D. So D is 2A. Now we have to show this thing. So we need to copy this here. We need to use the formula for S8 here and some formula for S4 here. Now we need to substitute the value of D here, which is 2A. So when you will substitute 2A here, you will get 14A. When you will substitute 2A here, you will get 6A. This is 64A and this is 64A. Hence, S8 is equal to 4S4. This is what we had to show. Next question. The first 2 terms of an AP are 1 and cos square x. So this is A and this is T1, which is A, and this is T2. So we have T1 and T2. So T1 is 1, T2 is cos square x. Show that the sum of the first 10 terms can be expressed in this form. This is very simple. We first need D. So for D, we will use this identity. You know, sine square x is 1 minus cos square x. So negative sine square x is equal to negative cos square x plus 1. Let me correct it. This is cos square x minus 1. So we can substitute this by negative sine square x here. So D is negative sine square x, because D is T2 minus T1. T2 is cos square x, this is here, and T1 is 1. As we know, sine square x is 1 minus cos square x. Therefore, negative sine square x is positive cos square x minus 1. So we can replace this by negative sine square x. This is the value of D. And this is the value of A. We need S10. So this is very simple. We know the formula of Sn. So with the help of Sn formula, we can easily find S10. 10 upon 2, 2, 9, D. So when you will simplify this, you will get this thing. Now you need to compare this thing with this to get the values of A and B. So A is 10 and B is 45. Next question. In an arithmetic progression, the sum of the first n terms is denoted by Sn. This is given. Find the first term and the common difference. This is very simple. We just need to find S1 first. When we will put 1 here, we'll get 9, which is A, and this is S2, 4 plus 16, 20. When you will put 2 here, you'll get 20. As we know this formula, T2 is S2 minus S1. We did this in first lecture. Sn minus Sn minus 1. So T2 should be T2 minus T1. Sorry, T2 should be S2 minus S1 according to this formula. Sn minus Sn minus 1. So this is T2. After getting T2, you can easily get D. D is T2 minus T1. So this question is very simple. First get S1, then get S2, and use this formula and get T2. And D is T2 minus T1. We had to find A and D. So A is 9 and D is 2. Next question. An athlete runs the first mile of a marathon in 5 minutes. So A is 5. His speed reduces in such a way that each mile takes 12 seconds longer than the preceding mile. Given that the nth mile takes 9 minutes, find n. So Tn is given 9, A is given 5, and D is given 0.12. 12 seconds means 0.2. When you divide 12 by 60, you'll get 0.2 minutes. So we have everything. We have A, we have D, we have Tn. So we can easily find the value of n. Tn is 9, which is here. Let me write this here. Tn is 9. So we have got the value of n, which is 21. Second part. Assuming that the length of the marathon is 26 miles, this means n. is 26. Find the total time means S26. So we need S26. We have D, we have A, we can easily find S26 with the help of Sn formula. This is in minutes. You have to convert this in hours and minutes. So, 180 minutes means 3 hours. So 180 means 3 hours and 15 minutes. You can convert this in any way. But you make sure you give your answer in hours and minutes. And this 26 means N26. Next question. The first term of an AP is this minus 2222 and the common difference is 17. Find the value of the first positive term. To get the value of the first positive term, we first need to find n, and we need to use this Tn greater than 0. So A is minus 2222. We are working for n. D is 17. Make sure you take the right value of n, 132. According to this inequality, the smallest integer value of n is 132. So we need to find T132. And the first positive term is 5. So make sure you use this thing to get the value of n. And then you can easily get the first positive term. Next question. The first 3 terms of an AP are this, this and this, where x is an acute angle. Remember, I told you this formula in my first lecture. Whenever three consecutive terms are given, then always use this formula. T2 minus T1, T3 minus T2 for D. This is here. So with the help of this formula, we can easily show this thing. So T2 minus T1, T3 minus T2. So we have this and we have shown this. Tan x is 4/3. So simple. See, this formula has made the calculation simple. Very simple, in fact. Next question. Find the sum of the first 20 terms of the progression. The second part of this question. So we need S20. D is this, A is this. Since we know tan x is 4/3, so we can easily get the value of sin x and cos x. You have options. You can either get x or you can get the values of sin x and cos x. This is opposite upon adjacent. So we can easily get the value of sin x if you want. Sin x is 4/5, whereas cos x is 3/5. So you have option. You can either find angle or you can directly substitute 4/5 here and 3/5 and 4/5 here to get the values of A and D. This is the best way to solve this question because we have exact values. Or you can simply substitute the angle. You have option. If you are using this way, then this will be the solution. This is method number 2. A is 2 into 4/5, which is 8/5, which is 1.6. And D is 3 times 3/5 minus 2 times 4/5. So we have 9/5 minus 8/5, which is 1/5, which is 0.2. Same values. And for S20, you have to use Sn formula. This is all. I hope this lecture will help you to understand how to solve the questions of arithmetic progressions. An important advice for me and for everyone: we must be honest. Good luck and Allah Hafiz.